Hey there, video game enthusiasts, and welcome. Today we're setting off on an adventure to explore the mysterious and intriguing world of Animal Well, a brand new side-scrolling puzzle platformer coming to PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch on May 9th, 2024. Developed by Billy Basso, also known as Shared Memory, this game has been brewing, get it, because well, for nearly 7 years, and it's finally ready to burst onto the scene. So, grab your flashlights, because things are about to get atmospheric. Imagine a world bathed in shadow, a sprawling labyrinth of twisting tunnels and hidden chambers. This shadowy scape is the enigmatic Animal Well, and it's your job to navigate its depths. Now, don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. The world is beautifully crafted in a pixel art style that, while a little blocky by today's standards, brings a certain charm to the adventure. Think of it like your favorite childhood cartoon, but with a bit more mystery. But what about the animals, you ask? Well, that's a bit of a spoiler, isn't it? Let's just say the name Animal Well might be a bit misleading. There aren't exactly cuddly bunnies and playful puppies hopping around down there. In fact, you'll need to be on your guard, because this shadowy world has its secrets, and not all of them are friendly. Now, you wouldn't want to explore a dark and mysterious well without a light source, would you? Luckily, Animal Well has you covered. You'll be able to light candles as you venture deeper, pushing back the darkness and revealing the secrets hidden within. But lighting the way isn't just about keeping the spookies at bay. Those flickering flames will also be a big part of how you solve the game's puzzles. And speaking of puzzles, this is where Animal Well starts to flex its metaphorical muscles. The game is designed with a non-linear approach, which means you have some freedom in how you tackle those challenges. Don't like the look of that creepy corridor over there? No problem. Explore another path and come back to it later. Just remember, everything in this world is connected, and seemingly insignificant details might hold the key to a bigger puzzle later on. So keep your eyes peeled, and don't be afraid to experiment. But wait, there's more. While exploration and puzzle solving are the mainstays of Animal Well, the game also throws in a healthy dose of suspense to keep you on your toes. Remember, this well isn't exactly a vacation destination. There will be dangers lurking in the shadows, and you'll need to use your wits and maybe a little bit of quick thinking to avoid becoming a permanent resident. Don't worry, it's not a horror game, but it will keep you on the edge of your seat. Alright, adventurers, we've painted a pretty rosy picture so far, but is Animal Well all sunshine and rainbows? Well, not quite. As with any game, there are bound to be some things that some folks might find a bit, well, not exactly deal breakers, but maybe more like minor inconveniences. For one thing, the pixel art style, while charming, might feel a little outdated to some players who are used to the fancy graphics of today's games. Additionally, the game leans more towards suspense and exploration than fast-paced action. So, if you're looking for an adrenaline rush, Animal Well might not be the first title you reach for. That being said, these are just minor nitpicks. If you're a fan of atmospheric puzzle platformers with a touch of mystery, then Animal Well is definitely worth checking out when it launches on May 9th for PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. Animal Well isn't all just about navigating spooky corridors and lighting candles, although, to be fair, there's a lot of that too. The game also has a narrative woven into its fabric, a story waiting to be unraveled as you explore the well's depths. Now, the details are shrouded in a bit of mystery, which is all part of the fun. But what we do know is that you'll be piecing together the story bit by bit as you uncover clues scattered throughout the environment. Think of it like a giant treasure hunt, with the story as your ultimate reward. We mentioned before that the name Animal Well might be a bit of a misnomer. There aren't exactly parades of fluffy kittens and playful puppies waiting to greet you down there. But that doesn't mean the well is devoid of life. You'll encounter a cast of unique characters on your adventure, some helpful, some, well, let's just say they might not be too happy to see you. The exact nature of these characters is another mystery waiting to be unraveled. But one thing's for sure, they'll definitely add another layer of intrigue to your exploration. Who knows, you might even make a friend or two along the way, although maybe don't get your hopes up for a high five from a giant spider. So, you're ready to brave the depths of the Animal Well, but how exactly will you be navigating this shadowy labyrinth? Well, buckle up, because Animal Well is a side-scrolling puzzle platformer That means you'll be guiding your character from left to right, jumping over obstacles, solving puzzles, and maybe even encountering a few not-so-friendly surprises. The controls are designed to be user-friendly, so even if you're a newcomer to the world of platformers, you should be able to pick them up pretty quickly. Jumping feels responsive, and interacting with objects in the environment is intuitive. However, don't be fooled by the simple controls. Animal Well can get challenging at times, and mastering the platforming mechanics will be crucial for overcoming some of the game's later hurdles. But hey, that's part of the fun, right? We talked a bit about the positive aspects of Animal Well in Part 1, but no game is perfect. So, let's revisit those minor inconveniences we mentioned earlier. As charming as the pixel art style is, it might feel a little dated compared to some of the more graphically advanced games on the market. Additionally, the focus on exploration and puzzle solving might leave some players yearning for more fast-paced action. But here's the thing, these are just minor quibbles. If you're looking for an atmospheric and engaging puzzle platformer with a dash of mystery, then Animal Well is definitely worth checking out. The world is full of secrets waiting to be discovered. The puzzles are challenging but rewarding, and the suspense will keep you on the edge of your seat. So, is Animal Well the perfect game? Probably not for everyone. But for fans of exploration, puzzle solving, and a touch of the unexpected, it's a definite gem waiting to be unearthed. Alright adventurers, we've finally reached the surface after our deep dive into the mysterious world of Animal Well. We've explored the atmosphere, unraveled some of the story's secrets, met, or maybe not so met, the unique characters, and even taken the controls for a spin. Now, before you set off on your own subterranean adventure, let's answer some burning questions. Is Animal Well worth your hard-earned cash, and should it become the newest resident of your ever-growing game library? Here's the deal. Pinning down a game's exact value can be tricky. It depends on what you, the player, are looking for. Animal Well isn't a sprawling epic that will keep you glued to your screen for weeks on end. It's a more concise experience, focused on exploration, puzzle solving, and unraveling the Well's mysteries. However, what it lacks in sheer length, it makes up for in charm and atmosphere. The world is beautifully crafted, even with its pixelated aesthetic, and the puzzles are clever and challenging without being frustrating. Plus, the touch of suspense keeps things interesting throughout your adventure. So, if you're looking for a shorter, but thoroughly enjoyable experience, then Animal Well delivers excellent value. But if you crave a game with dozens of hours of content, you might want to look elsewhere. Alright, time to wrap things up. Here's the bottom line. Animal Well is a fantastic puzzle platformer with a captivating atmosphere and a touch of mystery. It's perfect for gamers who enjoy a good challenge, love exploring unique and intriguing worlds, and don't mind a bit of suspense thrown into the mix. The pixel art style might not be for everyone, and the focus on exploration and puzzles over fast-paced action could be a turnoff for some. But for those who appreciate a well-crafted, pun intended, world with clever puzzles and a touch of the unexpected, Animal Well is a definite gem. So, should you buy it? If you're still on the fence, here's a quick recommendation cheat sheet. Thumbs up for puzzle platformer fans, gamers who enjoy exploration and atmosphere, those who appreciate a touch of mystery. Thumbs down for players who crave long, sprawling adventures, those who prefer fast-paced action over thoughtful exploration, anyone turned off by pixel art. Ultimately, the decision is yours. But hey, if you're looking for a charming and atmospheric adventure that will challenge your brain and keep you guessing, then take a plunge into the Animal Well on May 9th for PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. You might just discover your new favorite game. And that concludes our deep dive into Animal Well. We hope this information helps you decide if this unique and intriguing game deserves a spot in your collection. Happy gaming, adventurers!